G'day everybody, welcome back. I know it's been a long time. I'm forever apologizing for that, but I just don't have time to do art, and you know, it's been cold and everything. So anywho, I'm doing some now. It was just a spare of the moment thing, so I'm not really prepared. I've got these little heart-shaped canvas boards. So it's like a really thick cardboard here, about 2.5 millimeters, and a canvas on top of it. So what I'm doing is just applying a little bit of liquid masking fluid on the back of it, because I already put my gloves on and I can't be bothered to tape it. So, and tape will rip the cardboard. So no, my luck. So I'm just applying this, and it should work, and it shouldn't take too long for it to dry. It's a bit smelly, this stuff, but you know what, it works. So whatever works, it's great. So that part's already dry. I'm not even going to use a brush. I'm just doing this really randomly to just cover the edges there, and you know, protect the back a little bit. Just it's a good thing to do this. Like I never used to, because I get in a hurry and I just want to paint something, but then you really, unless like you do it straight away within a day of your resin curing, and then those little droplets kind of pop off easier. But I don't, because you know, I'm onto something else. So you just, you know, it's much better to be better organized. So anyway, I'm trying to do that. So I'm just going to let this dry a little bit. I might even use a bit of a heat gun or a blow dryer just to kind of dry it up a bit, but that should protect it. And I've got my trusty antibacterial wipe. It's got a little bit of alcohol in it and really helps to take stuff off your gloves or off your fingers. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go. The resin that I'm using is, of course, Platinum Supercoat. I love this resin, and today, because it's such a beautiful day and it's warmed up in the studio, I don't need a heater, I don't need an air conditioner, I don't need anything. Everything is sort of working out for me because the temperature is perfect. So I'm gonna just do random things, and of course going to be using my the new line, which is the transparent liquid pigments. I absolutely love them, and I want to show you what you can do with them. Now, I've tested these and they work really well, and they're gorgeous colors, and I actually have a new lot of colors which I'm still working on naming and labeling and all that sort of stuff. But for those of you who have bought some from me in the past, they used to come in bottles like this, but these bottles were a big problem because they were, well, actually this one's not too bad. The nib or the nozzle that comes on top was faulty, and I had all kinds of leakage and damage, and was not good. So now they're coming in these glass bottles with a nice nice little dropper. So they will come with a cap, and then you take that cap off, throw it away, and then pop in your dropper. With the dropper, what you've got to do is you've got to sort of screw it until you hear, I've already done this one, bugger, until you hear a pop or a click. That means that that safety cap has lodged itself in there, and then you just use it as is. But you don't have to do it, it'll still work without. But anyway, let's get cracking. What I want to do is, I've got some angel white, so I just want to pop some on this heart, just all over the place, just cover the whole surface, just to show you how wonderful these colors look when you mix them with a bit of white, because of course you know angel white is opaque. So once you mix it with a transparent, it turns into an opaque and it gives you a really beautiful pastel color. So let's see how it all goes. So just going to do that. These little hearts, I suppose you can use them as coasters. If you do take, this resin will take up to 80, I believe it's 85 or 86 degrees Celsius. So as long as it's not boiling hot, so that would be 100 degrees, you'll be sweet as, you know, good, right as rain. So leave that, let it sit. With this one, we're going to do something a little bit different perhaps. Maybe we can do, okay, let's pour some resin in these cups. Okay, here we go. New color, blueberry. So I actually made this color. See what I mean? Did you hear that click? That's because it was locked in and now it's free. So this is blueberry. I mixed this color with 3 different colors. And let's see, 1 drop what it gives me. Probably be very, very pale. But not bad. Still too pale, and you can always test it on your piece to see, you know, you do it straight on your canvas to see how deep it is. I'm going to add another drop in there and then mix it. And what I want to do is, I've got way too much resin, but anyway, I've got a couple of more canvases prepared. I'm just going to see how I go here. So I could go even deeper than that. Look at that. That blueberry is just gorgeous. I'm going to pop in a couple more drops. I want it deeper than that. 1, 2, and I managed to drop some on my canvas here, which is a bugger. Okay everyone, so I decided to shorten this video and do a voiceover because it was going over about 40 minutes, and at the end of it they didn't turn out great. So I thought I might just speed it up so you can see the process and also talk you through the mistakes that I've made. And you know, I think because I haven't been playing with resin on canvas for such a long time that I forgot the nature of canvas. So number 1 mistake, I should have primed my canvas. I should have painted it in white and or gesso, or you know, whatever white paint I had, and just let it dry and then pour over it. Okay, so that was my mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, I will tell you now. I've used that really gorgeous blueberry tint, and also another tint which I was thinking of calling blue jean, because it just reminds me of the, you know, blue denim, the really like washed out blue denim. But I don't know yet what I'm going to do. But the mistake that I made was I should have mixed those tints, you know, a little bit more to be a little bit more deeper in color. And I could have done that because you can put 6, you know, up to 6% on there, which is plenty to make it a nice deep color. Even more, you know, I haven't tried more than 6%, but because I only put a couple of percent in there, when they blended in with the white, they were just too light, and as the resin kept working, those colors kind of disappeared in that white. So it just gave me a little hint of a color there. The second heart I'm working on, I'm using a color called Lapis Lazuli. It's another new liquid pigment, and that purple there is just the blueberry, and you can see how dark it is there until I started using the heat gun. That was a mistake number 4, using too much heat to move these colors and blend them, because you know, I kept forgetting that I am working here with transparent tints, and they will take on any color that they're with. So I'm just showing you that all the drips that I have there, and I thought I might just dip my other canvases, because I've just mixed too much resin. So I thought I'll just dip those hearts in there and just create like a little barrier, a little extra resin underneath there. And then I just scooped up the rest of the drippage, which turned into like a lilac-y grey colour. Not pretty at all, but I wasn't worried about that, because I knew that I was going to keep doing something with it. And that orangey colour there that you can see is another new tint. Well, it's not a new tint, but it's it's the new line. I believe it was citron yellow. And you can see on the right there that I just used too much heat once again. And so what happened there was the canvas underneath, because it wasn't primed, there's always stuff on canvas, on new canvases that you know, they just react with resin, and when the resin is too thin, which it was very thin, because I just, you know, I blew the crackers out of it with the heat gun. So, you know, it sort of created those dents, and they weren't cool. So then I decided, because I had plenty of colour left, to just add some more colours and just cover it all up. So I'm doing the same thing. We're doing like on the left there, a bit of a beachy scene with that gold. Molten gold is the gold I've used. And mixed in with that white, it turned into a really nice sandy colour, which was pretty cool. And then just going around and yeah, blowing it again. And I kept going with that. Like the pattern, especially the right one, it just looks so awesome. If I left it like that, it would have been great. But no, here comes the heat gun again. And it did the same thing. And you can see in the middle there, all those dimples appearing again. Oh God, I could have kicked myself. I just was not happy. So again, flooded with a bit of that lapis lazuli, and gorgeous colour, and a bit of white and a bit of gold. And then I go with the heat gun again. Oh, bugger it all up all over again. So there are the mistakes that I made. Please learn from them. A lot of artists won't tell you. They'll only show the good stuff, but I want you to learn. Good morning, everyone. As you can see, they didn't turn out that great. And you can actually see the canvas underneath. You can even sort of feel it. This one's pretty bad. That's my fault. So I'm going to own up to that. So what I decided to do is go over them again. And I actually taped the sides this time, because I had so much leakage, you wouldn't believe it. And I leaked all over my palette, which I used to use. Anyway, that's going to be another project, fixing that. So let's see what happens with these. The colours are absolutely gorgeous and everything, but like I said, I stuffed up. So here are a few photos of the crappy ones, and please stay watching, because you'll see the next segment where I will show you what I did to fix these. Alrighty, here we go. I'm going to try and get it at an angle where you don't see that horrible glare. But anyway, I'm going to try and go. Oh boy, I've got to turn off the light, I think. I think this is even worse. Gosh, okay. Okay, so try to look past those, the glare and everything, but see what I mean? I really hope this keeps moving and doing cool, crazy stuff. Very, very 3D. Moving on to the next one. Oh gosh. Okay, this way is better. Okay, let's try and zoom you in a bit. See that white there? Gosh, that's so cool. So cool. Next one. Try not to hurt myself tripping over things. Alrighty, this one is very interesting. Almost looks like a spine, that gold thing in the middle. Wow, it'd be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Okay, this one here. Check out this gold. Just sitting on top nicely. And you can see the layers. And there's that beautiful star. Like a gold star. Okay, and let's try this one now without the glare. This one I think is my favorite. It's just so amazing. I've got to do this again. And there's that what looked really, really cool as a dot or a bubble underneath there. It kind of spread out a bit. Look at these blues and that white. Very interesting. Very interesting. It'd be good to see what it looks like tomorrow when I unwrap them.